Hi guys, welcome back. So in this lecture we're taking a look at the topic of education, and I'm going to give you a few phrasal verbs and idioms for talking about that in your speaking part 4. So, as usual, let's look at an example question you might get. So, school doesn't train children adequately for the world of work. To what extent do you agree? Okay, so I could say, for example, well, seems to me that school is like a little protective bubble. You know, just because you can keep up with the lesson doesn't mean you'll make it in the real world. If you're top of the class, it basically means that you're a big fish in a small pond. Okay, so we've got 3 idioms there. Keep up with, make it, and a big fish in a small pond. That last one is really common. It's very commonly used by native speakers. I would definitely remember that if I were you, because you can apply it to lots of different situations as well. So to keep up with means to kind of follow or maintain the correct level that you should be at. You should already know this. This is B2 level phrasal verb, so you should know it already. Make it means to be successful. So let's take a look back at that response there. So just because you can keep up with the lesson doesn't mean you'll make it in the real world. Doesn't mean you'll be successful in the real world. Okay, that's literally a synonym for be successful. Okay, and then we've got our big fish in a small pond, which means, yeah, so when you're in a kind of small organization, maybe an unimportant organization, but you're at the top of that organization, you have a very high rank, you are a big fish in a small pond. Okay. So let's say you're in a company of 10 people and you're like the top manager. You're a big fish in a small pond. But if you were to go to a company like Google, where you have thousands of employees, you're not going to be at the top anymore. You'll probably be somewhere near the bottom. Okay. So in that case, you would not be a big fish in a small pond. Okay. So again, really commonly used idiom. I would use this if I were you in the exam. Okay, next question. Some people say that schools stifle creativity. Would you agree? Okay, so you can say something like, I think it depends on the school system, really. Some schools do make you hit the books and that's it. No creative lessons at all. But others do have music and art that let you make up your own stuff. I think it's best to have a balance so that a child can figure out which subjects they enjoy. Okay, so we've got hit the books, make up, figure out. Okay, a couple of these you might already know, like figure out and make up, to be honest. Again, you should know those really at C1 level, but we'll just take a look anyway. So hit the books means to study a lot, or at least to start studying a lot. Okay, you can say, oh, I've got an exam tomorrow, I really need to hit the books, need to study a lot. If you make something up, you invent or create something. It's normally something in your mind. You create an idea, a story, an invention. You can also use it for an excuse as well. Okay. And figure out means to find a solution to something, or possibly to understand something as well. You figure something out. So our example with figure out was, you need a balance so that a child can figure out which subjects they really enjoy. They can understand which subjects they really enjoy. Okay, so that's what figure out means. So that's it for our phrasal verbs for this one. So again, flashcards. Click the link under the video, the resources folder, okay? Put in the password Udemy and you can practice all the phrasal verbs we just looked at now, and lots more phrasal verbs and idioms as well. Okay, and that's it for our phrasal verbs and idioms. So you're going to have an assignment now. So if you head on over to the next lecture, I'll explain the assignment to you, what you have to do. So head on over there now and I'll see you in a second. Okay, bye.